Welcome to another edition of We Lounge. Today, we have with us someone who has over 24 years of experience in brand communication and reputation management across industries and key global markets. He has been a business communication professional with Reliance Industries, Hindustan Unilever, Ranbaxy and Wockhardt. His last assignment was a Group President Corporate Communications, Reliance Industries, where he was closely working with Mr. Mukesh Ambani. Prior to Reliance, he was the head of communications at HUL and communications leader at Unilever South Asia. He is also the founder president of the Indian Forum of Corporate Communicators, that is IFCC, platform to raise benchmarks in building corporate reputation, acclaimed speaker and guest faculty to the top management institutes, mass media and brand educational colleges. Has advised large and reputed MNC public relations company in India. Has advised few blue chip companies to develop their message house for sharp brand positioning. Is passionate about strategic business communication, employee engagement and social responsibility. Friends, today with us we have the CEO of Madison PR, Mr. Paresh Chaudhary. Welcome, Mr. Chaudhary, to We Lounge.
Thank you so much, Meena. Appreciate it.
Pleasure is ours. Great. So there was a lot about you that we've heard and we would like to hear from you right in front of the camera. To begin with, we would like to know, Mr. Chaudhary, how did PR happen to you?
PR is a very loosely held word in India. It's actually a bad word, so I don't believe in PR. I think what I believe in is the communication business partnership. So I started my career in marketing, and I think the calling was that I got into reputation management, which needs 360-degree communication with your partners. And I think that's where the calling is. So every time you go to work in large organizations or small, you can add value to your stakeholders, and that's what is the reputation all about. So it happened to me in Smithland Beecham after Wockhardt, when I was the marketing head at Smithland Beecham in Bangalore, and I used to deal with crisis management, employee relationships, media management, plainly by default, and I thought that was a great thing to do. So you don't chase targets, but you build reputations of institutes and people.
And targets automatically happen.
Yeah.
Excellent. You started your career from Wockhardt as a management trainee, and you rose through the ranks to product manager and then as head marketing. You were working closely with Mr. Habil Khurakiwala, CMD of Wockhardt, as a business communication partner too. How did all this happen so fast?
So I think, for everybody, including you, Poonam, and me, and all the students who are watching, the two things are very, very common as you plan your life. A, you don't plan. You go to work every single day saying that I'm going to add value, I'm going to enjoy myself, and I want to bring in honesty, commitment, and integrity. Three things that if you can bring in and continuously learn and add value, you grow. So, for example, in my career, I've never ever planned I'll be in Wockhardt for so many years or join levers and being levers. Every day is a new day.
Absolutely.
Every day is a new day for the organization. Every day is a new day for you to grow. And I think Habil Khurakiwala realized that I could maybe do a little more than just product management. So he started his new Wockhardt Hospital as a concept. So it was the first ever corporate hospital concept launched by an Indian group in India. So I was in the top 5, the core committee team, and it was great. So we launched in Calcutta, Bangalore, Bombay. It was great, and we are the number one. We were the number one hospital group in India for a long time.
Wow, that's really nice. And post this, you were in Smithland Beecham, where you were again the business communication partner to Mr. Dan McDonald. You were to start the corporate communications function for the company. Tell us how the corporate communication function in the industry was back then, and how is it now?
Yeah, that's a good question, because I think those days, which is like the early 90s, it was more PRO. So you had this public relations officers and PSUs and all of that. And corporate communication was really not known. So it was media fixing, it was more media relationships, it was more to get coverages on newspapers and television channels. But I don't think anyone really got into um, a model, a communication model that you could look at different pillars. And to me, I think communication was an all-round performance. So, our corporate communication team and department is like a window to the outside world.
Absolutely.
The window has to be clean, the window has to be accessible, and you can see through it, through the organization, a clear picture of the organization. So if I'm passing a nice house, I look at this a nice house because it's got great architecture, got clean windows.
Right.
And if it's got a dilapidated house, like most houses in Bombay is, it's not even that, but you wouldn't give it a second look, right?
Absolutely.
So I think very early on I realized that communications is much more than just media management. And we've come a long way since. India was still not globalized at that point of time. It started in 92. We saw the effects of globalization only after 5, 7, 8 years from then. Big brands coming in, the world looking at India at that point of time. So from PR, I think we moved to communications in a full-fledged way. And I'm happy that I led that change with Madison. That was great, very interesting stuff.
Wow, that's a great learning to all the students here, I'm sure. And your biggest achievement was initiating best practices in CSR, and you also got awarded the Best Global CSR Award by the group chairman. This is still a case study in the combined GSK.
Yeah.
Please tell us more about this achievement.
People talk about CSR and the recent ruling by the Supreme Court that we got to give a portion of your profits to the community at large, etc. Doesn't work if you're not truly sustainable. If you're not truly having a social, economic and environmental impact on the society at large, there's no way that a company will be seen as a good company. So there's a difference between a good company and a great company.
Right.
A good company will give you financial performances, shareholder value, ROI, but a great company will also do a lot of stuff for the employees and for the community and for the social change it will bring in. So we tied up with the Society of Spastics in Bangalore, and we did some phenomenal work with those guys. I must thank at this point of time Rahul Dravid, Jamakal Srinath, Anil Kumble, who were still budding cricketers at those point of times, who partnered with me and came for every single event in Society of Spastics in Bangalore. It became a case study for any NGO that would partner with a corporate. So to speak, that every single employee was allocated. So I did an employee program that every single employee, including the worker, would take time off once a week and spend time with the children
volunteering
and the children's parents. So for example, on a Sunday, parents are at home trying to really deal with these kids was spastics. School is not on a Saturday, Sunday, and they got to spend time, and they would also do their normal house chores, etc.
Right.
And we are the employees who actually spend time with the children while the parents can do their shopping outside and come back home.
Wow.
And I think it just became a very nice place to work in. Everybody realized the importance of being good management, great leadership, and doing something for the community rather than just looking at only yourself. And a lot of Indians just look at yourself and they don't look at outside as to what people are doing.
It's just another world there.
How I can contribute. So I think that sense of involvement with every single employee for a community service, that gave us that edge. And it became a great company. The retention was superb. I think the talent was great. We suddenly became famous globally. A lot of the government appreciated us. A lot of the NGOs came to us for help in terms of how we can support, partner, and advise. And that was good stuff. And at the end of the day, I think extremely satisfying.